Hello, my sexy muffin. Sorry if I sound a bit nasally. It is allergies because it's been on and off, rainy and sunny. Bullheck. Anyways, one sec. Okay, that's a little bit better pressure on my nose. Anyways, welcome to back to another video, my sexy muffins. And this one is going to be Adopted Husbands Part 4, I think. Anyways, you're going back to work, having all that stuff done and such, and you're going to be going back to work. And Sun and Moon are going to have the reactions to not having you in the house and to when you finally come back if they make sure you're okay and such and all that good stuff, and maybe a little bit of your time in work. So let's get on to the disclaimer. Disclaimer: Sun and Moon are sharing the same body, I believe, in this. I think so. Yeah, I think so. And this is where Moon or Sun, I don't remember which, are going to react and such. So we're going to do it where you're going off to work. Of course, Moon and Sun are not going to be happy. Disclaimer: they are not Yandere canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes is fine. Just do not be illegal or gross. Just do not be illegal or gross about it, and remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon and all that good stuff. And now let's get on to the video. Also, yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Now let's get on to the video. You got up early because you didn't want to deal with Sun, so you were hoping to leave early. Moon was sitting staring at you, and he did not look happy. You are going back to work, he says, looking at you. You nod your head and look at him. Yes, Moon, I'm going back to work. I have to because it's my job and how I make money that can support me, you, Sun, and Moon. We can get a job, Moon says, his head tilting to the side. Moon, I don't think that would be a good idea. Besides, I may have bought you from the Pizzaplex, but they would not be happy if I just up and had you doing jobs because you were still part of their brand. Where do you work? He asks, tense. I work at the Pizzaplex. It's being currently remodeled right now, and I have to make sure that the animatronics are all together since the incidents. The Pizzaplex is finally rebuilt, and everything's going smoothly. What will they do without a daycare attendant? He asks. I will talk to them about that. They may not have the daycare after such incidents and are thinking of maybe going a more teenage route and having an age limit at the Pizzaplex. He nods his head and looks at you. We could get a job at the Pizzaplex and come back with you when you're done with work. Now that was something to think about, working as the daycare attendants until the closing of the Pizzaplex and leaving home with you. That might be something you could consider. I'll talk consider. I will talk to my boss, but am not making any promises, Moon. You walk over to him and kiss the top of his head. I have to get ready for work. I'll see you and Sun after work, I promise. You tell him, and he nods his head. You go and get ready with Moon helping you get ready, but he was tense. He didn't want you to go. He did not want you to leave the house this early, too, when the sun was not even up. Are you sure this is a good idea? He asks. I'm sure, Moon. It will be fine, I say. You say when you hold his hand and squeeze it. You nod your head, and he nods back. You squeeze his hand and leave for work. You had to talk to your boss, and you had to get this to work. If they could do something during the day, that'll be less likely for them to be upset, and also it might bring in some extra cash so you can get their bodies separate. Or if they're already separate, I don't know. I can't remember. I am sorry. Anyways, you get to work and go head to your boss's office. You knock on the door and he says, "Come in." You know how I bought Sun and Moon, you say, as you come in and close the door? Yeah, I remember. They were a menace. Well, I was wondering if you do open the daycare again, what if they worked during the day here and then as employees, and then they would come and back with me at home so you don't have to worry about them here at night? He pauses and looks at you. Would they be paid? He asks. A little bit, not too much, because it'll just be an extra bonus for me, basically, to take care of their maintenance and stuff. The man sighs and looks at you. We're not supposed to do this. Animatronics don't have rights, he says. I know they don't, but they are sentient and they do want something to do during the day. And it would be better so they don't wander out of my apartment and cause a tarnish to your guys' brand. You say, pushing the matter further? He nods his head. That's a good point. We will pay you, and you can also use the facilities to take care of their maintenance. But anything that comes excessive, as in not needed for their maintenance, will come out of their paycheck, he says firmly. That is fine, you say with a nod and a smile, and head off to get to work. Meanwhile, at the house, Moon was making sure everything was spotless. He was cleaning everything up, reorganizing your fridge, reorganizing your bookshelf. He was out of control. And soon Sun took over doing the exact same thing, even mopping your floors twice and polishing them, but not too much so you wouldn't slip. He was very, very worried, and he wanted to show that they could take care of the home while you were at work so you didn't have to work when you got home. That was something they were worried about. If they could take care of you, it would be a good thing. Sun and Moon began to talk. You really think we could end up working at the daycare again? Sun asks. That's if your name can swing it, Moon shoots back at him. Well, if she does, we can end up working with her and seeing her during her lunch break, and then we can come home, cook her dinner. It'll be sweet, he says, smiling brightly, as wide as he can, that his faceplates will let him. Yes, yes, I know, and it would be great, but we have to show that we are responsible first. Otherwise, because if we're employees, we can get fired. Or worse, decommissioned, and then your name will be alone. Oh, no, 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 Sun said. She can't be alone. She can't be alone. Who would take care of her? What if someone tries to take her? Sun was frantic, grabbing at his face. Sun, calm down. We won't let that happen. We just have to prove ourselves. Now let's get back to work. She gets off in another 5 hours. We got a lot of work to do. Sun nodded and they got to work again, working in unison and even taking it down to the laundry room as stealthily as they can to do laundry. They should get a laundry put up into the out I don't know what it's called, where you put washers and dryers in your thing, like the where you hook it up. They saw a hookup in there, but they would have to buy washers and dryers, and they do not know if your name could afford it. But if they got the jobs, they could end up putting money to get some things for the house as well. They wanted to make sure it was perfect for you, and they would. Now, after all their chores were done and everything was put away, they waited. They had 3 more hours. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. I've set up plot for the other stuff and seeing how they want to take care of you, improve themselves. And also, I'm probably going to have them work at the Pizzaplex because that'll be a good idea, but it will also cause stress with the other animatronics and possibly the dangers with William Afton. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. If there's anything else you want to see in this mini series, any scenarios or one shot ideas for it, comment them below and I will do my best to do them. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. And now on to Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Thank you, Gav. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron. You are also wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Thank you, Wicked Brony. I hope that you all enjoyed this. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro. Secret outro. Secret outro with a baseball bat. Anyway, secret outro question of the day is: what would you want them to go back to work at the Pizzaplex uh as employees? Sorry, the word escaped me. As employees, or would you want them to stay home and take care of the stuff at home, but run the risk of going to look for you if they got too anxious? Yes to as an employees, or no to, or as yes to them as being house husbands. Yes or no? Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy, oh my sexy muffins. Bye bye.